Hello, we're at Media Local Studios at the Annex, Studio D in Menlo Park. Here we're interviewing I-80 Media Group, featuring some of their newest artists. They are hot engineers, producers, songwriters, rappers here in the Bay Area. So we'll be watching them in action in the studio. Check it out.
Yo, what's up? Y'all here with I-80 Media Group. I'm Dre Harden the Fifth.
Riff Raff.
None of Phil.
Right now we about to go ahead and let y'all come inside our world, see how it is that we operate in the studio while we prepare to release the next project.
What do you think sets you apart from other artists?
The fact that I concentrate on the lyric. Every time you hear me, it's gonna be something different, and I'm gonna try to say something that's gonna make you think for a minute. Nothing really like on the, not to say I'm conscious rap or anything, but I just try to get the wheels turning. I'm trying to smarten up, what I'm doing, and the whole scene of the music thing right now. It's a lot of I take pride in individuality. You know what I mean? Like not trying to sound like anybody else, not trying to mimic that hot flow that everybody been using for like the past 10 years.
Right. Well, originally you're from New York, but you came to the Bay as a teen. What do you think sets them apart differently for the two areas?
Well, when I was in New York, it was all about the lyric. You know what I mean? The lyric, the flow is gonna get you there. To where in Cali, it was more about the game and the hustle. When I came out here, the underground scene just started bubbling. You know what I mean? And then, it was compilations and cats selling music out their trunk. I never heard of that till I came to the Bay. And it was just a hustle, cats out here really get on the grind and get there. To where like in New York, there's so many people rhyming. You got 30 niggas standing on the corner rhyming. They waiting, they all waiting for their one shot. You know what I mean? To where out here, cats is like, you know what? They was like, I'm gonna do it myself. We didn't wait like for the majors to come. We brought ourselves to the majors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, who were your biggest influences?
Definitely a lot of the old school cats. Moving up like Slick Rick. I got that on vinyl. LL Cool J, Special Ed. A lot of old school cats. And then if we get closer to the more common times, like Digital Underground was big to me. Outkast, that '94 era with Big, Nas, Jay, and before that. But then after that, now it's like it's a couple cats I still respect in the game who pay attention to their rhyme and just ain't following what's necessarily industry standards. Cats who take a chance with it, cats who still doing it, still trying to borrow a dollar or whatever, just keeping it real, yeah.
Getting money, what we doing?
There are many things that go into making a solid album, one of them being production and engineering. How do you take it from start to finish?
Well, first of all, you got to make sure you got a solid product. You got to make sure your lyrics as well as your instrumentation, your beats, your structure, your song is right, or else ain't nothing you can do in the mixing process that's going to help it. Once you got that down, from there, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have at least 3 basic things in your song, which is proper compression, EQing, and you want to have dynamics in your song. And then from there, it should be pretty easy for whoever's mastering the project to take it from there.
What are your favorite pieces of equipment?
Right now, personally, my favorite pieces of equipment are instruments. You can do a lot with the software they have these days, but sometimes I like to go acoustic. I play the steel drum, also play a little bit of the guitar, so sometimes I like to use those in there. It gives it a little bit more of a warm feel.
Well, since companies have become computer companies have become such a large part of the industry now, what do you see? Is there a major difference between a $30 an hour and an $80 an hour studio?
Yeah, I wouldn't let anybody tell me I couldn't make an album, at a $30 per hour studio. But with that said, at the same time, music is one of those industries where you get what you pay for, So if I go to an $80 studio as opposed to a $30 studio, there is going to be a sound quality difference. It will be a better quality.
There's a lot of music out there that sounds alike. Why do you see that happening?
I think it's going on because people are scared to step out on the edge on their own. For the most part, if somebody makes a hit with something, it's successful, so everybody else wants to follow that trend. If I want a hit single, I'm gonna go get Timberland or a Dr. Dre or something like that right off the top. But it's somebody right now in their basement that got tighter beats than Dr. Dre. But somebody won't give them a chance, a label or an artist, because they know when they put nobody's name on there, probably nobody's gonna buy it. They rather go with the Dr. Dre, even if the track wasn't all that good, because it'll catch your eye. The radio stations, the DJs, and the consumers, they recognize these names and they go chase it. It's just brands.
Well, what do you think is more important? The role for an artist or a label company? Do you think it's the production or the promotion?
I personally think that it's a little bit of both. You know, it's some wonderful albums out there right now that's just not getting no spins right now. You got Rhyme Fest, he didn't do too well. Common kind of stays underneath the radar, as well as Mos Def. And these are some brilliant albums, you know what I mean? So it's gotta have the correct amount of promotion as well. You can have beats, you can have flows all day, but if don't nobody hear you and you still in your basement, then it don't count for nothing.
Well, the I-80 media artists that have been coming out this year in the Bay have been some of the most anticipated. How do you do all that without a major label and build your buzz?
The first thing that we do is we make sure that we got quality product. Our engineer, Nana Phil, he takes care of everything. He will not release anything outside of that computer or outside of that studio if it's not ready. We're not throwing around just trash cuts trying to float out things out there and see what works. Also, you know, one of our best lyricists, Sly Rush Jr., he takes a lot of time in what he writes. So when you hear him, he's saying things that other people just aren't saying. So you can remember that. And the last thing is, we don't just sit around hoping for things to come to us. We get out there, we actually network. We're not just on MySpace waving to people and throwing up flyers and ads and so on and so forth. We go to the stores, we go to the coffee shops, to the car washes, to the laundromats, whatever it is, and promote and push this product. We let people hear it everywhere we go, and when we get a chance to shake hands with somebody, we definitely do that.
All right, we're gonna bring these vocals in real quick. Get these pieces up.
No worries, confident and headstrong. You ain't talking big
gonna bring in the doubles.
Dead wrong. I'm dead on point. Joint lit and inhale. Won't complicate life. I aim to keep it simple. Ginger ale for life. Sweet hangover. Riding dirty.
You want to hear it, but you don't want to hear it.
Get live on you. Every opportunity.
Then we gonna come in with our ad-libs.
Continuity. You niggas new to me, I've been around the block twice. Had this money once, but I ain't shopped right. Now the price is right, I'm Bob Barker.
Let's mix it in one time.
In a throwback Parker. Don't slack, go harder. Run to the races, one. You claim to be advanced, but you look basic, son. Basic, son. I take it where you never been. You cowards is quick.
You should turn up his preamp. Give it more of a full effect, you know what I mean? Cause that chorus gotta sound full, you know.
What don't kill die will make die stronger. Take time on ya, plan, plot, maneuver. This is what it is for Sly Rush Jr. I'm a leader, not a follower. The first will pass, but the next getting swallowed up.
That's it right there, man. I'm telling you. We gonna run with that one. Definitely gonna run with that one.
Good looks, definitely a good look.
Split it, flip it, then bring the cash back.
That's what's up.
Fuck past that, got my own stock. No worries, confident and headstrong. You ain't talking big money, then you dead wrong. I'm dead on point, joint lit and inhale. Won't complicate life, I aim to keep it simple. Ginger ale for life, sweet hangover. Riding dirty in a 6'5" Nova. Get live on ya, every opportunity. But keep my cash flowing, continuity. You niggas new to me, I've been around the block twice. Had this money once, but I ain't shopped right. Now the price is right, I'm Bob Barker. Look at me in jeans and a throwback Parker. Don't slack, go harder, run to the races, one. You claim to be advanced, but you look basic, son. Basic, son, I take it where you never been. You cowards is quick, scared man never win. With all I got, with all I can muster. What don't kill die will make die stronger. Take time on ya, plan, plot, maneuver. This is what it is for Sly Rush Jr. With all I got, with all I can muster. leader, not a follower.
Relax your mind, let your conscience be free. You're now rolling with the sounds of the MOD. I be at the bar with the big OG. You may be at the gas station putting 10 on 3. Plus a nigga got been on tree. Get at me, especially if you rolling with that fat, hefty baggy. Rolling with a chassis, thick, kinda sassy on the floor, getting nasty, shaking that baby fast. Matter of fact, I make it clap back, up and down motion like stocks on the NASDAQ. When nigga pass that, we to the left. Fucking with the MOD, man, merch to death. All it take is one verse and I'm burning the set. All it take is 1 week and I'm earning a check. All it take is one beef and I'm earning respect for motherfuckers who ain't learned yet. Simple D.
But baby, when I get supposed to go, why haters get emotional?
I'm just kidding. My Uncle Dean worked the real mean over. In fact, a 2 though. Ain't have a drop of paint on her body, but it was cool though. Used to have some 6x9s, felt like they'd break my spine. The way they used to make my C5 vibrate. I loved it though, cause riding with him, was so cool. It's something about the way he took pride in his old school. See, rims and pretty paint back then was just an add-on. Your rep was in your engine, slipping and getting smashed on was simply not accepted or taken light by any means. Get with it or quit it. See, them rules apply on any scene. Along with that, keeping your tags and registration up. Cause when the PD appear, they come to put your scraper up. Mandatory 30-day hold. I hope you're papered up. Cause getting him out gon' be a grip, at least a rack or two. And always stay in practice, fool. Rookie hands get no respect. And understand, the first with the ticket was just the last to jet. I'm getting my paper, riding round in my scraper. Ain't tripping on these haters. Cause I'm just getting my paper, riding round in my scraper. Ain't tripping on these haters. I'm just getting. My cousin George rocked the beast like Cougar with him.
We'd like to thank y'all for taking some time out your busy day to spend some time with I-80 Media Group. You know, you got to see a little bit of the town, little things we bring to the table. Believe me, it's this times 10. We got a lot going on. Hope y'all continue to vibe with us, get down with us, check back and see what's going on. We will keep you in tune with everything, just like some speakers. Once again, my name's Riff Raff. Got 9 to Field to my left, Dre the 5th. You know, before we go, we're just gonna let y'all know a little bit of basics about what's going on, further projects or whatever. I think Dre wanna holler at y'all first.
Y'all gotta stay tuned. Constantly check on the MySpace/I-80 Media Group. The first project that we ought to be releasing will probably be the Sly Rush Jr. album, Ignorant Street Music. The next one loaded up in the clip, getting at y'all, will be the Dre Harden the 5th album, that's Contradiction. And then last but not least, we got the 9 to Field album coming out. Until then, but y'all go ahead, log on. We keep fresh interviews, fresh pictures, fresh music, fresh talent all the time on the site. So go ahead and check us out.
Yeah, and don't forget that Area 510, that's strictly for the underground mixtape.
That's just out now, you know. If you ain't got it, you're doing something wrong. It should be at the bottom of your screen. Look at the bottom, it say Snowcap, nigga. Buy that.
Stop starving your iPod.
Talking to you, bitch.